What is the meaning of the verb get inland to?
When you get in or get into a place, building, club. Restaurant, meeting, and so on, you obtain permission to enter. When you get other people in or get other people into a building. Club, restaurant, meeting, and so on, you arrange for them to enter. Elle didn't have an invitation to the party, but Nancy got me in.
What is the meaning of the verb run over?
When you go beyond a limit, you run over or run over the limit. The speaker was given 15 minutes for her speech, but she ran over.
What is the meaning of the verb go after?
When law enforcement officials try to prosecute people through a legal procedure, they go after them. Federal prosecutors are now going after the top drug dealers.
What is the meaning of the verb do with used only in the infinitive form?
When you say that one thing has something to do with another. You mean there is a connection between the two. Don't blame me for what happened, I had nothing to do with it.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When something goes down in a certain way, people react to or perceive it in this way. The new no smoking policy didn't go down very well with the smokers in the office.
What is the meaning of the verb crack down, on?
When you crack down or crack down on someone or something. You enforce rules and laws more than you enforced them before, or you make new, stronger rules and laws. The students have been coming to class later and later every day. It's time to start cracking down.
What is the meaning of the verb work up?
When you gradually develop the energy, confidence, courage, and so on. To do something difficult or something you do not want to do, you work up the energy, confidence, courage, and so on. When you gradually develop a feeling, you work up the feeling. It took me a long time to work up the nerve to ask my boss for a raise.
What is the meaning of the verb lay off informal?
When you lay off people, you stop criticizing, teasing, or pressuring them. You've been bugging me all day. If you don't lay off, you're going to be sorry.
What is the meaning of the verb put on?
When you place something on or apply something to your body, you put it on. I put on my new dress before going to the party.
What is the meaning of the verb find out? Not usually separated. The object can be a noun. A noun clause, or a complete sentence.
When you find out information or a fact, you learn or become aware of that information or fact. I met a nice man at the party, but I never found out what his name was.
What is the meaning of the verb come out, with?
When a book, magazine, musical recording, movie, or television show is finished and made available to the public, it comes out. When a book, magazine, musical recording, movie, or television show is finished and made available to the public. The company publishing it or the person who created it comes out with it. Barron's is coming out with a new book on TOEFL soon.
What is the meaning of the verb stop off, Atlan?
When you stop off at a place or stop off in an area on the way to another place. You stop there briefly before continuing your journey. Elle would have stopped off at Sally's house this morning, but I was late for work.
What is the meaning of the verb look up?
When you get information from a reference book. Such as a word from a dictionary or a telephone number from a telephone book, you look the word or number up. The teacher told the students to look the new words up in a dictionary.
What is the meaning of the verb turn out?
When people, companies, factories, workshops, and so on. Turn out something, they manufacture it or produce it. This new factory will turn out 50,000 units per year.
What is the meaning of the verb fall for?
When someone successfully tricks or deceives you, you fall for the trick or deception or you fall for it. I feel like an idiot. The salesman promised me it was a real diamond, not glass, and I fell for it.
What is the meaning of the verb turn up?
When people or things turn up at a place, they appear there. Show up is similar to turn up. Every few years my worthless brother turns up at my door asking for money.
What is the meaning of the verb work up?
When you gradually develop the energy, confidence, courage, and so on. To do something difficult or something you do not want to do, you work up the energy, confidence, courage, and so on. When you gradually develop a feeling, you work up the feeling. I really worked up a sweat in the gym today.
What is the meaning of the verb get in?
When you get an activity in, you find the time for it or make the time for it. Dinner isn't until 7:30, so we've got time to get a tennis game in.
What is the meaning of the verb go for?
When you go for something, you try to achieve it. After she finished her master's, she went for a PhD.
What is the meaning of the verb keep it?
When you keep at it, you continue with an activity even though it may be difficult. When you say keep at it to people, you encourage them to finish with an activity that is difficult. I know this work is difficult, but you have to keep at it.
What is the meaning of the verb bring back?
When something causes you to recall memories and emotions from the past. It brings the memories and emotions back. Looking at these old pictures brought back wonderful memories.
What is the meaning of the verb mess up informal?
When you mess up a situation, you create problems. When you mess up a plan or arrangement. You interfere with it and prevent it from happening as planned. Mess up is similar to screw up. Everything was perfect until you messed it up.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you move something to a higher level, you put it up. Put these knives up where the baby can't reach them.
What is the meaning of the verb put back?
When you put back the date that you plan to do or complete something by, you postpone it. The closing on the house I'm selling might have to be put back if the buyers can't get their loan approved in time.
What is the meaning of the verb hold off?
When you hold off an attack, you prevent the attacker from getting close to you or from winning the fight. If you hold off a competitor, you prevent the competitor from winning. The enemy was so strong that there was no way to hold them off.
What is the meaning of the verb keep to?
When you keep information to yourself, you do not tell anyone. This is a secret, so keep it to yourself.
What is the meaning of the verb do away with?
When you do away with something, you eliminate it or prohibit it. Some people think the Electoral College is obsolete and should be done away with.
What is the meaning of the verb go off?
When a gun goes off, it fires. When a bomb goes off, it explodes. When an alarm or alarm clock goes off, it makes a loud noise. I was late for work because my alarm clock didn't go off.
What is the meaning of the verb come on?
When a television or radio program comes on, it begins. The late movie comes on at 1 o'clock a. m.
What is the meaning of the verb get along?
When you are able to do some sort of work without any serious problems, you get along. How are you getting along in your new job?
What is the meaning of the verb go on?
When an event or activity goes on, it continues. The party went on until dawn. I hate long meetings that go on for hours.
What is the meaning of the verb live with?
When you live with shame, guilt, or a painful memory. You continue with your life in spite of the shame, guilt, or painful memory. Jake committed suicide rather than live with the shame of what he had done.
What is the meaning of the verb fall off?
When the quality, degree, or frequency of something decreases, it falls off. The quality of his work has fallen off as he has gotten older.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you make a sound that shows your emotion or feelings, you let out that sound. Heather knew Jim was lying again, and let out a sigh.
What is the meaning of the verb check out?
When you check a place or thing out, you inspect it carefully or learn more about it. Hey George, check out that car Toad is driving. When did he buy it?
What is the meaning of the verb pull out, of?
When you pull out of an agreement or arrangement. You leave it because you decide that you do not want to participate any longer. I wish I hadn't pulled out of that business deal. Now everyone who stayed in is making a lot of money.
What is the meaning of the verb care for?
When you care for people or things, you like them. I asked Sally to go to the dance, but she said that dancing is not something she cares for.
What is the meaning of the verb wake up?
When you stop sleeping, you wake up. When you cause other people to stop sleeping, you wake them up. I woke up at 2 a.m. and couldn't get back to sleep.
What is the meaning of the verb go over, to?
When people move from where you are to a place, thing. Or person that is farther away from you, they go over to that place, thing, or person. I was hot, so Maria went over to the window and opened it.
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you leave your house and do things that are relaxing and fun, you get out or get out of the house. You work too hard, you should get out more.
What is the meaning of the verb cool off?
When you become less angry or less excited, you cool off. He's furious now, but he'll cool off by morning.
What is the meaning of the verb work out?
When you work out a calculation, measurement, or other problem. You do the work necessary to determine the result of the calculation or measurement or think about how to solve the problem. I've forgotten how to work out math problems without a calculator.
What is the meaning of the verb get out, to?
When you go to a place that is west of where you are or to a place outside a large city. You get out or get out to that place. I love it here in the city. I almost never get out to the suburbs anymore.
What is the meaning of the verb move out, of?
When you move people out or move them out of a place. You take their furniture and other personal possessions out of a place where they lived. When you move things out or move them out of a place, you take them out. Move inland to is the opposite of move out. The company had a sale to try to move some merchandise out of the warehouse.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When you take time off from work or study, you do something different, instead of working or studying. I can't work tomorrow. I have to take the day off for some tests at the hospital.
What is the meaning of the verb kick back, to?
When you kick back money or kick back money to business people or government officials. You illegally and secretly give them a percentage of the money. That they spend with your company as a reward for giving you the business. She offered to kick back 10% if I'd switch to her company.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on in formal?
When you hold on, you wait for a short time. Hang on is the same as hold on. I've been holding on for 15 minutes. I can't wait any longer.
What is the meaning of the verb come in?
When a train, bus, airplane, or ship comes in, it arrives. Get in is similar to come in. David's plane hasn't come in yet.
What is the meaning of the verb go over?
When you carefully explain something, usually something that is complicated but important, you go over it. No one understood the manager's plan after he explained it, so he went back over it.
What is the meaning of the verb break down?
When an arrangement, agreement, negotiation, plan, or marriage breaks down. One or more persons involved is not cooperating or participating because of a disagreement or problem. After he started drinking heavily, their marriage started to break down.
What is the meaning of the verb take back, to?
When you take people back or take people back to a place where they were before. You go with them to that place. Our son was home from college for the summer, and we're taking him back tomorrow.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When a computer or computer network stops working because of a problem or because it has been disconnected, it goes down. If your computer terminal goes down, you can use the one in the next office.
What is the meaning of the verb turn off?
When you turn off an electrical or mechanical device. You change the controls to stop it from producing or doing something. Turn on is the opposite of turn off. Switch off and shut off are similar to turn off. Would you turn the light off? I want to go to bed.
What is the meaning of the verb put to?
When you put people to trouble or put them to an expense, you cause them to do extra work or to spend money. Thanks for helping me with my flat tire. I'm sorry to put you to so much trouble.
What is the meaning of the verb lock up?
When you lock people up, you put them in prison. The police locked Hank up after they caught him shoplifting.
What is the meaning of the verb hold off?
When you hold off doing something, you delay doing it. I held off setting our house until our youngest child moved out.
What is the meaning of the verb come over, to?
When people move from one side of a place to the other. Where you are, they come over or come over to where you are. When he saw me, he immediately came over to my table and said hello.
What is the meaning of the verb come out, of?
when things or people go through an experience or treatment. The condition they are left in by that experience or treatment or the result of that experience or treatment is how they come out. I came out of that awful experience a wiser person.
What is the meaning of the verb hold out?
When you hold out your hand, you extend it in front of your body so. That someone can shake hands with you or put something in your hand. Hold out is similar to put out. The street was filled with beggars holding their hands out.
What is the meaning of the verb run over, to?
When you run from where you are to where someone else is, you run over or run over to that person. When I saw Melanie, I ran over to her and gave her a big hug.
What is the meaning of the verb hang on, to?
When you hang on or hang on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hold on is similar to hang on. If she'd hung on to my hand, she wouldn't have fallen off the cliff.
What is the meaning of the verb eat up?
When you eat food up, you eat all of it. There's no more pizza, David ate it all up. Don't eat up the cake before your father gets a piece.
What is the meaning of the verb pull out, of?
When a car, truck, or other vehicle pulls out or pulls out of a. The accident happened when the Ford pulled out in front of the Chevy.
What is the meaning of the verb come up with?
When you think of an idea, plan, or solution, you come up with it. It took me all night, but I came up with the answer.
What is the meaning of the verb turn up?
When you turn up something, you find it or learn of it as a result of an investigation or search. When something turns up, it is found or is learned of as a result of an investigation or search. Despite a thorough search, the murder weapon still hasn't turned up.
What is the meaning of the verb crack down, on?
When you crack down or crack down on someone or something. You enforce rules and laws more than you enforced them before, or you make new, stronger rules and laws. The chief of police said he was going to crack down on car theft.
What is the meaning of the verb sort out?
When you sort a group of things out. You separate them into smaller groups according to one or more characteristics. The mail arrives at the post office all mixed together. and it has to be sorted out before it can be delivered.
What is the meaning of the verb give up?
When you stop doing something you do regularly, such as a sport or a job, you give it up. I had to give up my second job because I was so exhausted all the time.
What is the meaning of the verb go on?
When you go on a diet, you start a plan to lose weight. I have to go on a diet, my high school reunion is in 2 months.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you put people up, you let them stay with you, usually temporarily, in your house or in a hotel. The hotel desk clerk apologized for not being able to put us up.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on?
When people or animals that you had good relations with turn on you. They stop being friendly and try to hurt you. Wild animals don't make good pets. They can be friendly 1 minute and turn on you the next.
What is the meaning of the verb break down?
When something mechanical breaks down, it does not function. I was late for work because my car broke down.
What is the meaning of the verb bring up?
When you bring up children, you care for them as they grow to adulthood. When you bring up children to believe something or to behave in a certain way. You try to teach this belief or behavior to them. Bringing quadruplets up is a lot of work.
What is the meaning of the verb turn out usually followed by to be plus an adjective? An infinitive verb plus a noun, or a complete sentence.
When things or people turn out to be a certain way, it is discovered or considered that they are that way. When things or people turn out to be something, it is discovered or considered that they are that thing. When you say that it turns out, that, or turned out, that, and then make a statement of fact. You mean that this information, which is contrary to what you believed or expected, was discovered to be true. Before I met Rusty's son, Danny, I assumed he had red hair like his father. But Danny turned out to have black hair.
What is the meaning of the verb check out?
When you check out at a store, you bring the items you want to buy to the cashier and pay for them. The store's closing in a few minutes. We'd better check out.
What is the meaning of the verb put on?
When you put on weight, you gain weight. Did you see Mike? He's put on so much weight that I didn't recognize him.
What is the meaning of the verb come on?
When an electrical device or machine comes on, it begins to operate, usually automatically. Go off is the opposite of come on. When you open the refrigerator door, the light comes on automatically.
What is the meaning of the verb go out, with?
When two people with a romantic interest in each other go out. They go together to a place of entertainment in order to have fun and spend time together. Mike's nervous he's going out with Heather tonight.
What is the meaning of the verb check out, of?
When you pay your bill, return your key, and leave a hotel, you check out or check out of the hotel. MRS. Gorsha checked out of her hotel and took a taxi to the airport.
What is the meaning of the verb sign in?
When you sign in, you write your name on a list to show that you have arrived at your workplace or at some other place, such as a hotel or a club. All visitors to the consulate are asked to sign in.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick up the check or the tab, a tab is a list of money. That someone owes, in a restaurant or other place, you pay it. Heather's father picked up the tab for the entire wedding.
What is the meaning of the verb make out always used with to be?
When you make people or things out to be a certain way or a certain thing. You describe or consider them to be this way or to be this thing. Stop complaining, my food isn't as bad as you make it out to be.
What is the meaning of the verb get through?
When something gets you through a difficult experience, it comforts and supports you. He was very nervous about giving the speech, so he had a drink to help get him through the ordeal.
What is the meaning of the verb think ahead?
When you think ahead, you plan for a future situation or activity so that you will not have a problem. When we're out camping, there won't be any stores around if you forget something, so think ahead.
What is the meaning of the verb go back, to?
When a condition, problem, practice, or custom goes back to a certain time, it began at that time. The tradition of saluting in the military goes back to the Middle Ages.
What is the meaning of the verb clear up?
When you do something to solve a problem or misunderstanding or do something to cure a disease. You clear it up. Everyone was confused about the new policy, so a memo was issued that cleared everything up.
What is the meaning of the verb get in?
When a store gets something in, it receives a delivery of something that it will offer for sale. I wanted to buy that new book, but the bookstore hasn't gotten it in yet.
What is the meaning of the verb pay up?
When you pay up, you pay all the money you owe to a person. Bank, and so on, usually as a result of pressure to pay the money. I wasn't surprised when the insurance company refused to pay up.
What is the meaning of the verb work up?
When you gradually develop the energy, confidence, courage, and so on. To do something difficult or something you do not want to do, you work up the energy, confidence, courage, and so on. When you gradually develop a feeling, you work up the feeling. Raking leaves all day sure works up an appetite.
What is the meaning of the verb go on?
When you go on information. You are able to continue an investigation or other project because you have this information. The detective said he needs more to go on and ask the public for information.
What is the meaning of the verb fill up, on?
When you fill up or fill up on something. You eat so much that you are no longer hungry and cannot eat any more. I filled up on candy and was really sick about an hour later.
What is the meaning of the verb fall through?
When people or things drop through an opening from one side to the other side, they fall through. The roofer had fallen through a hole in the roof.
What is the meaning of the verb go up, to?
When a schedule or plan ends at a certain time or date, the schedule or plan goes up to that time or date. Do you have the new schedule? This one goes up only to the end of April.
What is the meaning of the verb butt in?
When you enter a conversation, situation, or place, especially a line, aggressively. Rudely, and without invitation / you butt in. I was trying to talk to at the party, but Bob kept butting in.
What is the meaning of the verb get ahead?
When you get ahead, you become more successful and make progress in your job or your life. Getting ahead is pretty easy when your father owns the company.
What is the meaning of the verb wear down?
When something wears down or when someone wears something down. The top or surface gradually disappears because of friction. The mechanic told me that my car's brake pads have worn down badly and need to be replaced.
What is the meaning of the verb put off?
When you put off something or put off doing something, you delay or postpone it. When you put people off, you delay doing something they want you to do. The students begged the teacher to put the test off until the next week.
What is the meaning of the verb put back in formal?
When you put back alcoholic beverages, you drink a lot of them. I'm not surprised he has a hangover. He must have put back half a bottle of tequila.
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you get out or get out of a place, building, room, car, boat, and so on, you leave or escape from it. We smelled gas and got out of the building just seconds before it exploded.
What is the meaning of the verb carry away, with, always passive?
When you get carried away or carried. I was going to make a dozen cupcakes for dessert tonight, but I got carried away and ended up making 40.
What is the meaning of the verb cut down?
When you cut down a tree, you use a saw or an axe to cut it and make it fall to the ground. You should cut that dead tree down before it falls on your house.
What is the meaning of the verb hand in, to?
When you complete a test, report, or project and you give it to the person who assigned the work. You hand it in or hand it in to that person. Turn in is similar to hand in. He finished his investigation and handed his report in to the committee.
What is the meaning of the verb get up, to?
When you move to a higher level or place, or from south to north. You get up or get up to that level or place. Get down is the opposite of get up. Go up is similar to get up. I haven't gotten up to my brother's house in Canada for a long time.
What is the meaning of the verb carry out, of?
When you carry something out of a place, you hold it in your hands and take it from that place. It took 4 guys to carry the pool table out.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
Habit, you acquire the habit. I picked up a few stock tips from a guy I met on the plane.
What is the meaning of the verb sign out?
When you sign out, you write your name on a list to show that you have left your workplace or some other place, such as a hotel or club. Jim isn't here. He signed out at 5:06.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When you get to something that you want or need to do, you find the time to do it. When you get to work, you start working. My boss told me to get off the phone and get back to work.
What is the meaning of the verb plan on?
When you plan on doing something, you intend to do it. I plan on fishing and taking a lot of pictures on my vacation.
What is the meaning of the verb hang on, to?
When you hang on or hang on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hold on is similar to hang on. Elle fell off the horse because I wasn't hanging on tightly enough.
What is the meaning of the verb bump into?
When you bump into things or people, you accidentally hit them with your body. Would you please move these boxes? I keep bumping into them.
What is the meaning of the verb get back to?
When you get back to people, you talk to them later, usually because you do not have time to talk. To them at the time, or because you will have information for them later that you do not have now. That real estate agent still hasn't gotten back to me to let me know if our offer was accepted.
What is the meaning of the verb make out?
When you can make something out, you can see it or hear it even though it is difficult to do so. The audio system is so bad in the bus station that I can never make out what the speakers are saying. I think that might be a mountain goat up there near the top of the mountain. I can just barely make it out with these binoculars.
What is the meaning of the verb hook up, with, informal?
When you meet people somewhere, usually after you have done some things separately. You hook up or hook up with them. You do your shopping, I'll go to the post office, and we'll hook up around 2:30, okay.